Guys, I can't even believe the chaos that's unfolding already in 2025. Can you? A monster winter storm is currently barreling through the country, threatening like 60 million Americans with white snow, ice, outages, power outages, while a dangerous storm system is set to sweep across 25 states this weekend. And just when you think it couldn't get any worse, trains in Treasure Valley have come to a screeching halt as the FBI investigates an explosive device. Meanwhile, it seems like it's like a political circus that's going on right now. We got Joe Biden. He's over here handing out medals of freedom like participation trophies, honoring none other than George Soros and Hillary Clinton. Really, guys? Is Biden really handing out these medals of freedom to George Soros and Hillary Clinton? I can't believe it. What do you guys think about that? Now, are we rewarding the architects of division now? And don't even get me started on Trump's sentencing fiasco, right? So Alvin Bragg and Judge Juan Merchan are scheduling court dates right now, right before Trump's inauguration. And, you expect us to believe that this isn't politically motivated. They're trying to sentence the sitting president. I don't even know what to say here, guys. So America, pray for America. Type amen in the comments, guys. By the way, if you haven't already, please hit the like button. I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for subscribing and for joining me on this live. We got storms, we got scandals, we got shameless hypocrisy, and you better believe people got a lot to say about this. So so first, the major winter storm for 2025 is already wreaking havoc in Kansas City, affecting over 60 million Americans as it moves eastward. In fact, this brutal system has now brought snow, it brought freezing rain, disastrous conditions to the highways. In Kansas City, authorities have already reported nearly 50 crashes, and many are involving injuries. In fact, Kansas City state troopers are now urging drivers to just stay off the roads, stay home, stay at work, showcasing basically the icy conditions that have made travel treacherous. And we've got some pretty stunning footage that is going viral on social media, showing a semi-truck jackknifing and sliding off of an icy Kansas City highway, while a black SUV barely misses it. Barely misses that truck, barely misses another vehicle as it skids across the median. It's crazy. Then, of course, we got Missouri's Department of Transportation. They have labeled this storm as the most severe in almost a decade. Almost a decade. That's crazy. I feel like we get snowstorms all the time, but apparently it's pretty serious, this one here, prompting residents to stockpile supplies and brace for impact. How many of you guys have, a couple days worth of food, maybe a week worth of food? Is anybody ready for a power outage? Maybe stores being shut down, stores running, empty shelves of critical, items that we need. So I think it's wise to definitely have maybe some backup food, definitely a backup power source if you can afford to have that properly hooked up for your home. But one Kansas City resident admitted to a reporter that Maggie Vespa that they're just too anxious to sleep, knowing that the worst is yet to come. In fact, the storm had even been reported that the Kansas City Chiefs game, their travel plans, basically delayed their flight to Denver for the game against the Broncos. And the Kansas City airport had to ultimately shut down briefly due to icy runways, though city officials have said that it's now open again. But yeah, we're getting word that the storm is only just beginning. Overnight snow, freezing rain is going to expand across the central plain. It's crazy. But check this out. On New Year's Day, police halted train operators for hours in the Treasure Valley after discovering an explosive device in a train car in Payette, Idaho. So the situation began when the Payette Police Department received a report about a suspicious individual attempting to light something on fire near a parked railroad car on North 8th Street. So, of course, we've gotten all these warnings about what happened over in Trump International Tower in Las Vegas with the Cybertruck. We've also got the situation that happened in New Orleans on Bourbon Street on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve. So officers hit the scene right before 6 p.m. and they noticed some fresh footprints leading to the train car. This is where they found what appeared to be an undetonated improvised explosive device, also known as IED. So, of course, the Payette Police Department, the police chief, Gary Marshall, later confirmed that the Idaho Statesman, that the IED was in fact a pipe bomb style device made from some form of plastics. Now, the device was located on a step outside the train car. Now, following the trail of footprints, the officers ended up finding a camp trailer near local residents, near nearby residents. So after a brief foot chase, they ultimately apprehended the 40-year-old Brent Sherrari, who's a resident of Payette. Now, of course, the Napa Police Department and the FBI agent, they arrived to assist in safely handling the situation. The Napa Bomb Squad deployed a specialized robot to remove the IED from the train car before detonating it safely. But meanwhile, Union Pacific, you guys remember that train wreck not too long ago with Union Pacific, right? Well, Union Pacific Railroad, they put all train traffic on hold for 5 hours as a precaution. Sherrari was initially taken to the Payette County Jail for outstanding misdemeanor warrants. During a subsequent search of his trailer, police found additional items resembling the materials that were used in the IED, along with controlled substances and all sorts of other drug paraphernalia. Crazy stuff here, guys. But Sherrari is now facing multiple charges, including felony possession of destructive device, felony possession of a controlled substance, and he's also charged with misdemeanors for drug paraphernalia and resisting arrest. Additionally, federal charges for possession and manufacturing of a destructive device under review as the FBI continues their investigation. So, I mean, are all of these things connected? Trump Tower out in Las Vegas, this situation here in Idaho, the plane that crashed into the building in California, the drones that were in the hundreds to thousands up in New Jersey and New York. I mean, like, what in the world is going on here, guys? For those of you guys joining the live just now, appreciate you guys jumping in here. Thanks so much for hitting the like button. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you guys. This is wild stuff. This is wild stuff. So, according to Chief Marshal, Sherrari claimed his intention was to simply create a loud explosion, not to damage property or harm anyone. Y'all buying that? However, given, the recent acts of horrible things recently, including the New Orleans situation where this crazy person drove a vehicle into the crowd after planning explosive, the FBI has definitely taken this situation very seriously, okay? Or so they say. Marshall emphasized that in today's climate, any discovery of anything like this is to be taken very, very seriously. Now, earlier today, President Joe Biden presented 18 individuals with the prestigious Presidential Medal of Freedom. Now, this is the highest civilian honor in the United States. However, one recipient, soccer superstar Lionel Messi, was not able to attend the ceremony. Messi, he's a Argentine World Cup champion. He's a global icon, and he could not attend due to some scheduling conflicts. His management team and Inter Miami confirmed that Messi had informed the White House in December, shortly after learning that he would be receiving the honor. So this was no surprise to the president or anyone in the White House. But in a letter to President Joe Biden, Messi expressed his deep gratitude and called the award a profound privilege, although he regretted being unable to attend the ceremony. He also shared his hope to meet Joe Biden in the future. Now, the ceremony was actually attended by several very high-profile recipients, including Secretary of State Hillary Rodham Clinton, basketball legend Magic Johnson, iconic fashion designer Ralph Lauren, U2 singer Bono, actors Michael J. Fox, Denzel Washington, and beloved science educator Bill Nye. Now, despite Messi's absence, the event highlighted President Biden's message of recognizing extraordinary individuals who have made significant contributions to society. Now, I know I say extraordinary contributions, extraordinary individuals, but we got to talk about Joe Biden presenting George Soros with a Medal of Freedom, not to mention Hillary Clinton. They don't really fall into my category of extraordinary people. What about you guys? What do y'all think? Y'all think they should have gotten medals? President Joe Biden, in his final days of his term, just awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor, to two prominent figures: former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and billionaire financier George Soros. So the White House explained that the medal is given to individuals who have made significant contributions to the prosperity, the values, or security of the United States, world peace, or other important social or societal efforts, which is rather hypocritical, in my opinion, to present this type of award to these people. Hillary Clinton, a former first lady, a senator, and presidential candidate, has been long a central figure in American politics. George Soros, a left-leaning billionaire and founder of the Open Society Foundations, has contributed over $32 billion to support progressive causes and politicians worldwide. His funding has been especially influential in backing progressive district attorneys in major U.S. cities aiming to reform the justice system. And we saw this happen against Donald Trump up in New York, and not to mention all the other cases against Donald Trump in the last 18 to 24 months. But the decision to honor George Soros sparked massive outrage on social media. In fact, critics questioned the appropriateness of awarding such a distinction to a figure as controversial as George Soros. Elon Musk, the owner of X, formerly known as Twitter, voiced his disapproval, calling this particular nomination a travesty. Elon Musk shared a clip from the Joe Rogan Experience in which he described George Soros as a danger to society, further fueling the debate. Despite the controversy surrounding Soros, the White House maintained that both recipients were being recognized for their substantial impact on society. But as Joe Biden prepares to leave office, his high-profile ceremony just kind of really underscores his administration's priorities and the figures that he views as being key contributors to the nation's progress. Do y'all think George Soros and Hillary Clinton should have gotten one of these highly prestigious awards? Y'all let me know. So President-elect Donald Trump fiercely criticized Manhattan Judge Juan Merchan, District Attorney Alvin Bragg, same people we've just been talking about, who have been funded by George Soros, and District Attorney Alvin Bragg after Juan Merchan set Donald Trump's sentencing date for January 10th, just days before Trump's scheduled inauguration. This sentencing stems from a controversial case in which Donald Trump was, their words, not mine, I didn't convict him, convicted of 34 felony counts of falsifying business records earlier this year. Now, this case drew a lot of widespread criticism due to its reliance on the COVID-era policies to extend the statute of limitations for what would typically have only been a misdemeanor, an administrative payment error. Alvin Bragg escalated the charge to a felony, citing a supposed conspiracy to commit another crime. The crime we never, ever identified. So Bragg never, ever, I can't state this enough. Alvin Bragg, the district attorney, never identified this alleged crime, but yet somehow he manages to charge Trump with it. And somehow the jury found him guilty on 34 counts. I don't even understand that. Anyway, Judge Juan Merchan instructed the jury that they don't need to agree on what it was to convict Trump. That sounds completely unconstitutional to me. Despite these issues, a jury in heavily Democratic Manhattan found Trump guilty. Judge Juan Merchan had initially postponed Trump's sentencing indefinitely, but on Friday announced that it would take place on January 10th. For those of you guys who are just joining the live, appreciate you guys being here. Thanks so much for hitting the like button and subscribing. I can't believe that I'm even sharing this with you guys. How are they trying to sentence Donald Trump to jail on January 10th? Just days before his inauguration to become the 47th president of the United States of America. Trump, who will not face jail time, fines, or probation, responded with a series of posts on his social media platform, Truth Social. He accused Judge Juan Merchan of being politically biased in part of what he called the Biden-Harris Injustice Department. Trump wrote, I never falsified business records. It is a fake, made-up charge by a corrupt judge. He created a case where there was none. Trump also attacked Juan Merchan's credibility, calling him the most conflicted judge in the New York State history. He also claimed that the case was unprecedented and an attack on a political opponent, and accused the judicial system of being weaponized against him. Trump also added, corrupt Democrat judges and prosecutors are making a mockery of the United States judicial system, and the world is watching in disgust. Judge Juan Merchan's impartiality has been questioned, particularly because of his daughter, Lauren Merchan, a very prominent Democratic political consultant. And so Lauren has raised millions of dollars for Democratic campaigns, some of which have reportedly used Trump's prosecutions as fundraising tools. Does it get any more conflicted than this? I mean, so this just further fuels Trump's claims of bias and political motivation in this case. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts. Hit me up in the comments down below. I really appreciate you guys joining me on this live. I have so much more to share with you guys. I'm actually already working on the next video. So if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, check out my previous videos, and we'll see you guys on